Hi folks, this is Nancy. It's been some time since the last time I made Let's Play videos with video games. That is because video games are kind of boring, linear, and samey. Like, unless you want to play chess or like overly autistic like chess or like really linear, and if I want something linear I will just read a book or watch a movie, not video games. But yeah, I know there's some people who play video games because of story. I am not one of them. By the way, I have some white spots, apparently too much sugar. But yeah, this video is not about me eating sugar or playing video games. Because I transitioned from video games towards role-playing games like, D&D. Yeah, but I just don't. I'm not only playing D&D, but like all kind of role-playing games. And in fact, I have decided my own role-playing games to make like role-playing easier, because when you play D&D, it takes a lot of time to just create characters, and if you want to play with some other people, to basically get weirded out by entire process of creating a character, so like using pre-generated characters. So yeah, I made my own system, like to play RPGs as well as solo RPGs. At first it was like this rulebook, which just had these tables. Basically, I will explain as we go how these tables work, because it is easier to demonstrate how role-playing works than to like explain it. Example here works the best. Anyway, I have like now printed them properly. I have my role-playing toolkit. Basically, what do you need? You just need, basically for things you need with dice. That is the only thing you need. Everything else is like optional and like configurable. But in my case, I'm using also these tables. This table allows me to assess difficulty for these dice from symbolic difficulties like obstacle resistance, whatever obstacles our character basically facing. And regarding character, we just pick any character, and go playing with it. That is, we treat our character's abilities like a natural language and think what this character can do based on the lore. For example, here we have an ogre from Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it wasn't painted. I kind of painted it because it was this not really nice red color. I think it is better painted. Yeah, but anyway, we have our character. It is like a big dude. Here this is compared to like normal character. I don't know what's that. I think that is zombie, but I use the zombies as villagers because, NPCs zombies. So yeah, it is big huge dude which can like handle an entire group of like NPCs, villagers, and it is so good. It eats them, or maybe it eats some cattle of them. That is basically its lore from D&D or like any other games. D&D is kind of stereotypic about its monsters. And we use, we don't need this miniature, but it is helpful to have it, because we can just, how do I say it, place it somewhere on the map. Like that to basically housekeep our progress on the map. If you want to draw a map, we can just use the code theater of mind. Basically, we remember at what location our character is. For example, it may be here. Oh, sorry. Maybe in the forest or somewhere else, like it is like trying to plunder a city or some village. So yeah, let's suppose this ogre is going to plunder some village, and basically we have to decide what it is looking for. Is it what is it seen in the village? Does it see some cattle? If it is above, like what are the chances? We need chances. It's seeing cattle. Basically, when we decide on something, we use a separate table for that. I think I have it somewhere here. Yeah, here it is, Oracle. What are the chances this ogre basically approaches villages and sees some cattle on the outskirts of this village? I think it is really likely that there's some cattle, so it is like 10. If we roll 10 or higher, the ogre will see some cattle. Yeah, we roll 20. So ogre surely sees a lot of cattle. Now it is also likely that this cattle has some villagers nearby, like shepherds looking after it. Do we see some shepherds? Yeah, 15, we've seen some shepherds, so basically we have some cattle. Let's use some miniatures, like some pig, and maybe some goat, and maybe some other goat. Yeah, I think that is enough for our ogre. And with NPCs looking after cattle. Now, the ogre is a big dude, so as soon as it approaches, the NPC will be like seeing it and will like react in some way, like. But since it is a village NPC, it will be like running towards village, informing other people. But like ogre does not really care about it. It is cares about cattle. So a villager is running away. Or maybe we have to ask first, because we use this oracle. We can't just decide this person do something. We have to use likelihood, which is based off common sense and like game world's law. So will this villager run away to seek help? It is expected, like if you roll 5 or higher, then it will do that. We rolled, let me see, 8, so of course it will go away and call some help, maybe guards or other villagers to help with this threat, or maybe just hiding somewhere. Let's see if it is going to call help to deal with this ogre. It is likely, I think, it will going to call help. Yeah, we wrote 19, so it is run away towards village to call help, but ogre doesn't care about villagers. It just snatch some like goat or pig. What is the chances the ogre will be able to do that before the villager arrives with help? I think it is expected that the ogre will able to do that. Yeah, it wrote, again it wrote 19. So the ogre was successful to catch some of the cattle, like it catch some. I don't know. Let's be goat. It catch some goat and other cattle run away. Now we are looking for if this ogre succeed carrying this cattle back into his den before the villagers will arrive to basically scare it away. I think it is expected or likely. Yeah, let's be likely. 10 or more, and the ogre will succeed running away with the cattle. Yeah, it ran 15, and now it is somewhere like in the forest, let's say here. Now, villager arrives with some help. let's say, a bit of help with some guards. I don't see an ogre anywhere because it is somewhere in the forest. Yeah, it is my role-playing kit. It has some example and just notebook. That D20 and some examples. That's how you need to play a role-playing game. Yeah, I not seeing the ogre, but you have to also check if it will take like pursue ogre after ogre, like going to find its traces, can track it back to its den. It is, I think, possible that they will be able to do that because it is not like really stuffy guy. So it makes a lot of noise, leaves a lot of traces. So it is possible. Will they succeed? Yeah, they succeed. So now to get back to the den, and we have now to decide on the tactics. What will they do? Like they now get into den of the saga. Will they like block it and use some ingenious solution to like block this ogre and kill it to like prevent such attacks from happening in future? I think likely so, but ogre is not like completely stupid, so it will try like doing something like not like paranormal or like surprising. Yeah, but let's roll what kind of solution it will do. Will be expected, surprise, and possible likely. What kind of solution? It will be a possible solution, like nothing surprising, something like mundane it will do. We will get enraged and try to counter these humans, like, I don't know how many humans are there. I don't think the village has a lot of guards and they will train it, but before they attempted, they would try to counter them running away. It is likely, I think. No, it does not try countering them. So it will be sitting in his den. That is possible, I think. No, it won't be sitting in its den. So what will it do? Maybe it has some secret exit from the den and take a guardian the wrong exit. It is possible. Yeah, it has secret exit, so it takes this God and just runs away. We are trying to block the main entrance and maybe setting it on fire to trying to get this ogre out, but it already ran away. So that is how you usually play role-playing games. You don't need like complex system like Dungeons and Dragons. You only need these D20 dice, 20-sided dice, 1 to 20, that is able to model a situation with 5% increment using a table like that, or like obstacle resistance, but obstacle resistance I rarely use it. I just use likelihood because likelihood some dude will be able to overcome obstacle. But you can also use obstacle resistance because there's additional rolls in my RPG system, but in many cases I just ignored out these rolls because even if they're simple, they're already complicated enough. So I just roll, see what happens. Or if I'm like actually a role-playing character, I might look for what actions it might have and then pick one of them. So here we have some specific actions like it can assault, divert, sneak, parlay, utilize, here it is, and it can take some approach. For example, it can bravely assault, this ogre can bravely assault the people trying to siege its den, or it can basically abandon it, which is what it did actually. But we basically modeled it using Oracle without these sections, so all of this is optional. Only thing you need is this, and this is really useful. Like, you can probably go without it, but then it will be kind of hard to like map these symbolic probabilities to DC. Yeah, so that is it with propane. I think in the next video I will try to like play some proper campaign like Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe I think I know what I will play. I have this box here that is the D&D starter set, the Lost Mine of Vandelver adventure. That is really good starter set adventure, and it's like really short, and it has dragons and dungeons, basically everything you need. But I don't think I will be playing it like using usual Dungeons and Dragons rules, but I will be using it using simplified rules from my own campaign, and maybe one of these deck of many things set of cards, because it's kind of useful instead of using this Oracle. Or maybe I will combine with this Oracle. And I also have alternative Oracle in my campaign system. I don't know if you can see it. It is like a picture Oracle. It is also kind of useful, but here's my campaign system. It basically provides rules for every 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons thing. Like rules for all features of 5th edition. Yeah, it has like 150 pages. So it is a lot of rules, and also stats for our monsters, but simplified stats. So battles won't go forever. Like, for example, dragons won't have like more than 20 hit points. Like, that is biggest amount of hit points. That can be covered by D20, so I can just use D20 to track monster hit points. And most monsters will have like 1, 2, 3, 4 hit points, and they will be still pose some challenge, because you know, the hero itself you have just like 10 hit points. But for today, that is all. And our ogre will just some nice meal. Yeah. That's it, folk. Stay safe. Bye bye.